As always, we're going to start nice and easy. Given what you have done this morning, just go with your own flow. If you have already worked out, take it a little bit easier. If you decide that you want to push it a little bit harder, obviously follow me, or maybe even go a little bit harder, starting nice and happy in the middle of the mat. And roll your shoulders up, back and down a couple of times. Good. Let's go ahead and stretch our shoulders. Lift up through your arms and through your rib cage. Bring your arms in behind your ears slightly if you can. Arch your back gently. Bring your right hand in front of your left. Rotate your palms here. Settle in here. This is a really good way to introduce the distance between the rib cage and the hips. You're going to go ahead and inhale. And with that inhale, you're going to straighten your arms as much as possible, pressing your palms into each other. And with an exhale, release. Try not to crane your neck, and let's do that a couple more times. Don't drop your chin for me, please. Last time. Release, relax. Bring your arms behind you. We're going to bring blood back into our arms. Clasp your hands. Press your arms as far behind you as you possibly can. Bring your shoulder blades together, and now draw your shoulders down, and now drop your chin. Lengthening the distance between both of your ears and your shoulders. One more breath, please. Release, and bring your arms once again over your head. This time your left hand is going to be in front of your right. Once again, we're rotating our palms, placing them together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. And again, lift. And drop. One last time. And drop. Release your arms. Once again, bring your arms behind you. Clasp your hands, but this time, once you do clasp your hands, rotate your palms away from you and try and lift your arms behind you. I'm going to rotate so that you see what I'm talking about. Clasp, rotate, and lift. Open up your chest. One more breath. Definitely warming up your arms, and go ahead and release that. Straighten your right leg all the way out. Your left knee is going to be bent, and we're going to start to warm up our knees and our legs. Bring your hands in front, reach forward. See how far you can go. Make sure that the right hip is on the floor. The tendency is going to be for the right hip to lift up. Press it down. Good. From here, go ahead and reach your right hand, right arm, and grab your right toes if you can. If you cannot grab them, you can just grab your ankle, doesn't really matter. And reach your left arm behind you and in. Couple more breaths here. One more. Good. Release that right foot or right ankle, wherever you were. Bring your left hand on the left side of your body and lift hips all the way up and reach your right arm over. So you're still sort of really parallel to some kind of an invisible wall there. We're not arching backward, we're going right to left. And we're going to go now all the way down with our hips. Reach forward, and once again, stay here for one full breath. Shift your right hip onto the floor. Good. From here, once again, reach your right arm toward the right. Grab wherever you can. Left arm comes and follows the same line. Inhaling, coming through the center. Once again, left hand is in the same line with your left knee and your right foot. Lift. Drop your head if you can. One more time, just a tiny bit faster. Down, forward, Inhale, reach to the right, and exhale, lean. Inhale, come back. Place your left hand on the floor, reach. Come back up, and let's switch. Starting to warm up here, nice and easy. Bring your right heel in, left leg goes all the way out. Reset, readjust. Nice and easy on the first one. Remember, you're just opening up here, especially if you have just worked out. So this is definitely a stretchy situation. Take it really slow. And now lift up and reach your left hand towards your left toes. And then from here, right one comes over. And everything in the same line. So you're trying to keep your left foot, your right knee, and the rest of your body in that same line. One more breath, just opening up before we start going just a tad faster. Wonderful. Inhale, reach your right arm all the way to the right side of your body. Lift your hips up, and we're in this sort of side plank, except that your right knee is on the floor. You should feel a nice stretch both in the left side of your body and your left hip flexor here. And sit back down, forward. One full breath. Reach your left arm to the left and bring your right one over. Reach your right arm up, place it on the floor in line with your right knee. Lift up, reach your left arm over. One last time, hips down, reach forward a little bit deeper now. And then from here, left to left and right over. Up to the right, lift and reach. Coming all the way back in. And we are doing wonderful. All right, go ahead and bring your legs in front. And I'm a little bit warmer now. Yes. We're going to introduce our first rotations. Bend your right knee. Place both of your hands onto your right foot. Straighten and bend. One more time, straighten, just go as far as you can. And bend now halfway with your right knee right inside of your right shoulder. Place your left hand on the sole of your right foot, reach your right one up, rotate. Staying here, you really want to rotate and keep your chest forward. Staying here as much as you can, see if you can straighten your leg. 2 more breaths. One more. Re-rotate, soften, slide back down, left, back in, both hands are on it, straighten and bend. Go as far as your body wants to. Try not to run through your lower back. Good. Halfway, right hand stays on your left foot, left arm out, rotate. If you think you can, straighten your left leg. One more breath. Re-rotate, got your back engaged. Bend both of your knees. Place both of your hands on the soles of your feet. Reach your shoulder blades together. Inhale and lift. Halfway and lift. Halfway and lift. Halfway and lift, staying here. If you cannot straighten your legs all the way, keep them soft in the knee, that's perfectly fine. It's all about the balance and definitely about the core. And separate your legs. Bring them back in. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep watching that lower back. It's really engaged. One last time. Bring it back in and tuck your feet under. Come into your tabletop position. Roll your shoulders back, reset. Give me a couple of movements here in the lower back. No one is watching. Give me some belly dancing. Don't worry about anything. Should feel good. Whether or not you have worked out, you should feel this either as a flexibility or a warm-up movement. Nice. Now go ahead and come into your cat position. Settle in here, round back, tuck your chin, gently move now your upper body over your wrists, keeping that distance between your shoulder blades really, really open. Drop. Couple of times in each direction. Roll your shoulders back. Reach your left leg out, press into your left heel. And then swing it to the right side, slide it to the right side of your body. Look over your right shoulder. Really breathe into the left side of your body. If you think you can, release your right arm and reach all the way up. Big rotation here in your spine. If this becomes too uncomfortable, bring your right hand back on the floor. One more breath. If you're cracking, that's wonderful. Good. Bring your right hand back on the floor. Left knee comes back in. The right leg out. Press into your right heel. Should feel a really nice stretch in the sole of your right foot, and then slide it to the left. Settle in here. Look over your left shoulder. Really active. The right side of your body is nice and long. Stay here or lift your left arm up. Nice. Bring your left hand back on the floor. Reposition your right foot. Bend your elbows. Come down. Pause here for a sec. And then thread yourselves all the way through, lifting up. Tuck your toes, down dog. We're going to do this one 5 times. Drop your knees on the floor. Roll your shoulders back as you do that. Arch your back. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Lift up, tuck your toes, down dog. Once again, drop your knees on the floor, roll your shoulders back. Look in front of you, enjoy this. Lots of flexibility. 3, tuck your toes, maybe keep your knees slightly bent. Press your hips back and then straighten your legs. Wonderful, and then drop your knees again, roll your shoulders back, arch your back. Exhale. One more time. Hips, knees, heels, heels, knees, shoulders. Inhale. Shift your hips side to side. Lots of movement. Now go ahead and drop down into your low cobra. So your hands are still on the floor, elbows are pointing back. Rotate and look over your right shoulder. Come through the center with an inhale over your left shoulder. And lift up again. Tuck your toes and down dog. Good. We're going to hang out here now for just a little bit. Finding our balance, both for our arms, shoulders, and our feet. And our hips, reach your right, release your right hand and reach towards your left ankle. Pull your right shoulder towards your left knee. Look under your left arm if you can. It's okay if you cannot. And release. Lots of rotations as you have discovered. Release your left arm and reach, reach, reach. Grab wherever you can reach. Hopefully it's your right ankle, and then start to bring that left shoulder towards your right knee and possibly look under your right. One more breath. Awesome. Release your left hand, come on your tippy toes, round your back, tap your tailbone, and come through that big, big, big wave. And as you come through the plank position, roll your shoulders back and drop into a up dog. Sway your hips gently side to side. Good. Drop your left knee on the floor. And once again, we're going to go into that side knee plank. Drop down. Breathe. Just a stretch. Good. Lift after your third breath. Right hand comes back on the floor. Straighten that left leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Once again, lift on your tippy toes. Come through that big wave in your spine. Coming down into plank position. Drop your right knee on the floor. Rotate left leg out. Knee side plank. 2 more breaths. Re-rotate after your third one. Replace your left foot, right knee, inhale, chaturanga. Inhale, exhale, down dog. All right, everything should feel really, really happy. Right leg rises, another twist. Bend your right knee, rotate. So your right knee is now facing the ceiling. Your right hip is on top of your left hip. Look under your left arm if you can. You should clearly see the toes of your right foot. Breathe. Good. Return that back on the floor. Be aware of the change in the balance in your shoulders. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend and rotate. So left hip is on top of your left knee. Sorry, left hip on top of your left heel. Hip and left knees toward the ceiling. Sorry, long morning. This should actually feel really, really yummy. Wonderful. Left foot comes back on the floor after your third breath. Once again, lift on your heels, start to round your back. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Roll your shoulders back and rotate onto your left leg and reach your right arm up over. So no more knee unless you still want to go for that knee. Then you can drop your left knee on the floor. Nice. Re-rotate, right hand comes back on the floor, chaturanga. Inhale on the top, exhale. Nice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go once again. Right leg up, bend and rotate. Breathe into your right hip flexor. Relax through your shoulders. They're active, but please keep them nice and as relaxed as possible. One more breath. Lift that right knee as high as you can. Nice. And go ahead and place your right foot back on the floor. Left leg rises. Bend your knee. Left hip over your right hip. Raise that left knee as high as you can as you're finding that wonderful equilibrium within the shoulders. One more breath. Awesome. Bring that left foot back on the floor. Tailbone under. Come on your tippy toes. Another wave coming into the plank position. Rotate onto the right side. Reach, arch your back, arch your right side of your body. Really lengthen the left one. And nice. 2 more breaths. One more. Awesome. Good. Left leg comes back on the floor. Chaturanga. Inhale. Let's hang out here for just a little bit. So keep rolling your shoulders back. So you're going to drop into it and bring them back and out. And again. And out. One last time. And out. Come into your tabletop position and bring your right foot forward. Okay, upper body is definitely open. Let's see what's going on with our legs. Our hip flexors have already been warmed up. Release your hands off the floor. Give them a little bit of a break. Maybe place your hands on your right thigh. Good. Reset. And all we're doing now is really warming up our legs. So what you're going to do is tuck your left toes, straighten your left leg only. So this is what I want you to concentrate on. When you do that, don't immediately unlock that right knee. There. So you're still sitting down really, really low into this lunge. And from here, we're going to lift up, reach our arms up and down. Now, if you don't feel like using your arms here, please don't. If they're a little tired, if they need a little break, that's okay. One last time. Good. Come back into very, very low lunge. Drop your knee on the floor. There's barely any movement in the height of your hips. Hands back on the floor, nice and easy. Stretch your right hamstrings here. So shoot your hips back, drop your chest down. Breathe, drop your head, relax everything. A moment of sanity. Good, with your next inhale, chin up, the entire body is up. This is a flow. Right leg goes back, left foot comes forward, settle in and lift up right away. Give your body a chance to adjust once again. Arms are there, either hanging or you're placing your hands onto your left side, whatever works. Ready? Tuck your right toes and just straighten that right leg with barely any movement in the height of your hips. Now from here, we're going to start lifting up and down. No need to lock your left knee at all. Soft. Everything is soft except for your right knee. It's really locked. One last time. And come really, really low. And all you're doing is dropping that right knee on the floor. Great. Hands on the floor. Shift your hips back. 3 happy breaths. Stretching the hamstrings of your left leg. Beautiful. 3 breaths. Go ahead and lift your chin. Chest is to follow. Hands are back on the floor. Left leg goes back. Bring your hands towards your knees. Come into a crouching position. And from here, come into your chair pose. Hands on the floor. Forward fold. We'll go back and forth several times. So, hinging at the hips as always. Shoulders are active, pull them back, nice and happy. If you cannot quite touch the floor in this position, don't worry about it. You can always place your hands on your shins. Wherever you can possibly touch is good for me. Alrighty? Chair pose. Hands to your heart. Arms up. Forward fold. Chair pose, hands together, arms up, forward fold. One more time. Arms up, forward fold, and lift all the way up. Arms to your shoulder height, really, really, really wide. Rotate your palms up. Beautiful. Pull your shoulder blades together. You're really opening up that chest. Inhale, and with an exhale, swan dive. Legs are remaining really straight here. From here, standing tabletop. If you cannot reach the floor, don't worry about it. You can always place your hands right above your knees. The important part here is that we're keeping our core engaged, we're hinging at the hips, and we have our back super, super straight. Right, we're gonna once again go for a couple of twists here. Reach your arms above your head, clasp your hands. Lengthen, inhale, and with an exhale, drop all the way down. Left hand on the floor or on the block, left knee bends, reach your right arm up. A twist, happy twist. One more breath. Reach back in, lock your knees, and reach your arms once again above your head. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Right knee bends, right hand on the floor or on the block. Reach your left arm up, twist. One more breath. Straighten that right knee, bring your left hand back on the floor. Lift up, body's parallel to the floor, arms above your head. Next inhale, come into mountain pose. All right, everything is really, really working here. We're gonna find our first bind of the day. Don't worry, it's not gonna be that hard, but however, if you find that you need to use a towel here, no big deal. So we've already done this before. Inhale, swan dive. Left knee bends, left hand is on the floor, right arm reaches up. Okay, from here, we're bending our right arm, bringing it in right around your left hip. In the meantime, left arm bends and you're threading it between your knees. Reach and grab. And what I'm looking for, remember, it's all about the twists. Like I mentioned, we're doing a lot of twists today. So lift through your chest and twist. And if you think you can, look over your right shoulder. Please don't torture yourselves as far as your neck is concerned. So, but if you can, I really want you elevated. 3 breaths, release, relax. We're gonna go for full relax after this, I promise. So right hand is on the floor on the block, bending that right knee, threading out, and left arm goes all the way up. Coming back behind us, threading our right arm in between, clasp, or grab that towel that we could possibly use for this one and start to lift. You see how the body, you're gonna try and keep your body as parallel to the floor as you can with that left hip higher than your right, maybe looking over your left shoulder. One more breath. Release. Wonderful. Bend your knees. And from here, you find your way into your child's pose. Rest. Good. Next inhale. Once again, lift your chin. Arms are all the way in front of you. Roll your shoulders back as you go through the center. Drop your chest down on the floor. Little pause here and come all the way up. All right, we are once again in one of the first asanas that we have started with. Does it feel different? Shift your hips gently side to side. Hip flexors, are they a little bit more open? Hopefully the answer is yes. Tuck your toes, and you're just straightening your knees. You're staying here in upward facing dog. Sway your hips once again, gently side to side. Nice. One more inhale, and with an exhale, if you need to soften your knees here for that, please do. Don't worry about it. Come into your down dog, unraveling yourselves into it. All right, so we're gonna go a little bit further now. Once again, reach your right leg all the way up and rotate your knee right away. So we have done all these crazy poses so far. Let's see if we can push our boundaries just a tiny bit. Take another inhale, and with your next exhale, you're gonna straighten your right leg to the right side of your body, creating that 90-degree big, big, big angle. And again, bring that knee toward the ceiling, drop your right foot over to the left side of your body, opening up your hip flexor. And slowly, once again, we're sending our straight leg all the way to the right. One more time. And all the way to the right. And again, behind you, big rotation. And from here, with an exhale, bring your right foot forward. Rotate your left heel. Reach your left arm up toward the ceiling. Inhale, and with an exhale, gently lift into warrior two. Reach back, reversing your warrior. Reach forward, windmill your arms, and release your right leg back. If you can, place your right foot on top of your left heel as you go through your chaturanga. You don't have to. Down dog again, release that right toes, left heel connection. Good, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Left leg rises, bend that knee, first rotation. Settle in here. Knees really, really high. Inhale, and straighten that left leg to the left. And again, inhale, rotate, and exhale out. One last time. Knees pointing toward the ceiling. And with an exhale, left leg goes all the way to the left. Bend the knee, rotate it toward the ceiling, really lift it up. And then from here, with an exhale, bring it over between your hands. Rotate your right heel first. Open up through your right shoulder and your right chest. And then from here, straight into your warrior two. Next inhale, reverse it. And from here, windmill all the way back. And once again, bring your left leg back, and if you cannot, don't want to do that, you don't have to. Otherwise, left foot on top of your right. Slight arch in the back. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Once again, find your child's pose. 3 full breaths. We're going to switch and do a little bit of just stretching. And then we're going to go into a core, just like we did in the beginning, but slightly different. So walk your hands to the right side of your body, align your chest with your right knee, place your left hand on top of your right hand. Nice stretch both in the left side of your body as well as your left arm. One more breath. And gently slide through the center. Walking, we're long, we are stretchy. Chest is now right where our left knee is. Right hand on top of your lap. Reach. Maybe press your hips a little bit to the right if that feels okay. These are tiny movements. Don't be afraid of doing a little tiny bit of that movement, just so that you find this most perfect stretch here. We're gonna go straight into puppy from here. So go ahead and slide your hands in front, start to lift your hips, roll your shoulders back, elbows are parallel to each other as you are sliding your hands until your hips are almost above your knees, and then we start to bring our chest down. And lift, roll your shoulders back, drop your hips again. Your hands are much farther now than they are in high cobra. A little different sensation here in your hip flexors, but keep pulling your shoulders back. Lower back should be super comfortable here. Nice. Drop on your forearms. Your forearms should be right under your shoulders now. Tuck your toes, lift up through your plank position, pull your shoulders back and down, find your dolphin. If you need to walk your feet a little bit closer in, do your very best to keep your elbows right around the top of your head, line with your heels as close to the floor as possible. Inhale. One last time, and with an exhale, drop your knees on the floor and lift up. We're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs. Told you about that rotation that we're going to be working on with a lot, and now we're going to combine that with some of the core movements. Please, please, please listen to your body very, very carefully. If you are advanced, I encourage you to keep your legs straight for this next one. If you prefer not to overwhelm your body, please keep your knees together and keep them right above your hips, and knees are at 90 degrees. Arms are going to come to the sides. You're going to go ahead, and I'm going to show both versions. With an inhale, everything goes to the left, and exhale, coming up. It almost feels, and then we're going to go to the other side. It almost feels like a very active stretch. Good. So, several things to think about. Shoulder blades stay on the floor. The longer your legs, the more your obliques are working and the more your spine is working. Let's hope I have enough space here. Maybe. Inhaling down, nice and slow. Exhaling up. Now you should definitely feel that your core is very engaged. Keep pressing your shoulder blades onto the floor. 4, 4 more sets. 5, 5, 6, 6. Just 2 more. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Last set. Wonderful. All right. Go ahead and hug your knees. This should feel like a serious opener for our lower back. I'm going to put my hair thingy back on and rock yourselves into your chair pose. Wonderful. All right. Once again, going for a whole bunch of twists here. We're going to go pretty fast. Find your own variation here. Roll your shoulders back. Chest is really, really open. Inhale. Rotate to the left. So spine is open, you guys. Don't be afraid. Drop those hips down. Straighten your arms away from each other. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good. Bring your hands back together, staying in this twist. Bring your right foot off to this into lunge. Try and keep your right knee off the floor. Sit a little bit lower into it. Open up your arms again. Bring your left arm behind you. If you think you can, reach and grab your left hand with your right hand in the bind. If this is not an option, keep everything open, but do bring your left shoulder up. Nice. Bring your hands back to your heart center from wherever you are. Bring your right foot forward and come through the center. Should definitely have felt. This is one of the harder ones as far as the rotation is concerned. Inhale, rotate to your right. Settle in. Drop the hips, open up your arms. See if you can touch the floor with your left fingertips. Hands back in. Good. Look down and left leg goes back. Settle in. Take your time. There's your rotation. You have found it. Open your arms up. Reach your right arm down and see if you can find your bind. Wherever you are after your third breath, open things up one more time. Hands come together, look down, and bring that left foot forward. Re-rotate and open up into mountain pose. Hands to your heart center. Good. Catch your breath. Reach your arms up. Nice big arch. Come back to the center and reach to the right. Come back through the center, reach to the left. Come back to the center and swan dive. All right. Hands on the floor, soften your knees, hop back if you can, or just step back. Last chaturanga of the day. Inhale, upward facing dog. Once again, come through the plank position, rotate to the left. Reach your right arm over. One more breath, shift your hips as high as you can. Re-rotate, right hand on the floor, rotate. The workout today is all about your spine. Coming back, drop on your knees, tuck your toes under, and find your way into a comfortable seated position. All right, this is where we started, and this is how we're going to end. And we are, as always, comparing the very beginning of this practice to the very end. Reach your arms up and place them forward. So right leg is extended all the way to the right, your left knee is tucked in, you're walking forward. Shift your right hip, don't forget, both of your glutes and both of your sit bones basically are on the floor. From here, reach that right arm over to the right. And grab, if you think you can grab your toes while you couldn't before, hey, try it again. Just tuck your toes in. This will definitely help with that distance. And then open out through the left chest and reach that left arm over. Yummy. Lift up, release your right hand. Left arm is over to the left. Once again, we're reaching, reaching, reaching. Big arch. One more breath. And we're going to go faster 2 more times. Drop. Come forward. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Come over. Reach. Come to your left. One more time. Open up. Forward. Reach to the right. Left arm over also to the right. Full inhale, full exhale. Left hand on the floor. Hips up. Arch. Reach up. Come back down. Readjust. The other side. And both sides are going to be completely different. Hands are on the floor. First round is slow. Hips are on the floor, both. Now very gently walking that left hand towards your left toes or wherever you can reach. And then lifting, opening up your right chest and leaning to the left. Finding the length in the right side of your lower back, in your right hip flexors. Oh boy, so many things engaged. Reach. Right hand on the floor, left arm up, arch. Drop your head. This will definitely help with that next stretch here. Good, you're finding that beautiful range of motion, and we're going to go a little bit faster. Moving forward. From here, left hand to the left. Right arm over, torso to the left. Coming through the center, right hand to the right, hips are up, reach. One last time. Coming down, forward, left to left, right over, also to left. Up, right hand on the floor, left over, shifting hips, feeling so yummy. And finally opening everything out and bringing our left leg over to the right. We are in this happy position where everything is open. Shift your hips gently side to side. We're going to rest today. A little bit shorter than normal. You're going to go ahead and bring your hands forward and drop down into a very round back. If it feels good, grab that block if you have one, hopefully you do. And I want you to go ahead and hug it with your hands and rest your forehead on it. So for the next 30 seconds, I need you to really rest and relax. If you don't have the block, you can just put a couple of fists on top of each other so that both your shoulders and your back is happy. Now, if you are hyperflexible and you don't want to place your head on the floor, please do. Shoulders relaxed. Start to let go. Start feeling that your hips are really opening up. Start feeling that your knees are opening up. Your back is round and really, really, really relaxed. Let go of your shoulders. One more breath. And then from here, gently press into your hands. Come back into seated position, lean back and switch. Settle in here. We'll do the exact same thing. Bring your body forward. Start to relax through your spine, with or without the block. Any which way, as long as your neck is really relaxed. Now I want you to concentrate on your shoulders. Really let them go. Relax your shoulder blades. Relax your right knee. Relax your left knee. Continue to let go of your spine. Your chest is tucked in. It's really, really heavy, dragging your upper body into the stretch. This is the beginning of the rest of your day. Don't plan, just let go. Your ribcage is gently expanding with each inhale and just getting a little bit heavier with each exhale. Take a nice big inhale one more time. And with an exhale, start to lift. And everything is slightly longer, hopefully. But most importantly, everything is just relaxed. Reach your arms one more time, all the way up. Smile. And then bring your hands down to your heart. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope the rest of your day goes absolutely wonderful and sunny and happy and very healthy.